Hey guys, this is William playing EIKWM France deck G4, G5, G6, Draft 10. Just having a discussion about how Ray Krebs is saying people on this site are too old fashioned, preferring less than Draft 10. And I'm saying, well, I like that because I don't like too many cards being in the game. I like the limited card pool because one of the big pluses for Agricola for me is not having the same cards in every draft. Um, Anyways, it's not really important. I should read Meticulous Man. Oh, that actually looks really good. 2 wood, 2 reed, 2 stone. Um, Mostly 2 wood and 2 points. Interesting. But yeah, I'll take. I could take Animal Husbandry Worker if Workaholic's coming back. But there's also Wealthiest European and Mason's Apprentice. That's a combo as well. But the problem is you need both of them together. One of them on their own doesn't work. And same with Animal Husbandry Worker, Workaholic. So I'm just going to take Hut Builder. Hut Builder is good. Coal Investor, probably. Oh, I like Treasure Hunter too. What does Balance Farmer do? Yeah, Coal Investor, sure. That's 2 stage 1 cards now, so. Photographer, whenever you family growth or renovate 1 food from the general supply. Okay, so it could be 5. Could be 5. Pile from bottom to top. Any player. So I can get wood or reed by paying food. Probably don't want to do that. I'm gonna have plenty. I'm gonna need food more than I'm gonna need anything else. Although I could take Thatcher's Helper with Old Miser. There might be some combo there. I think though instead what I take is Photographer here, and I might get over. Anyways, Ray is chatting with me instead of drafting. Anyways. Whatever. I'm watching Twitch chat, so if you're watching, say hi and ask questions and stuff, and I will answer them. Okay, this looks like a pretty good parquet setter game. Oh, Scholar, that's interesting. Um, hmm. Wow, experienced farmer looks like it can be like just crazy good if you power it up. I'm not gonna do that though. I think parquet setter seems interesting. I'm gonna add to my house a couple times. Yeah, I like parquet setter. Maybe this should be a real estate agent game. Should it? Real estate agent, since I know animal husbandry worker is out there. No, parquet setter. Okay, coming back here. Well, there's the wealthiest European. So yeah, there's definitely a scholar build going on here. Clay deliveryman. Do I need it? I'm kind of interested in meticulous man, but the thing is, I want to play that early, and I got a couple other cards to play early. So a card like Stone Curator is pretty nice. So I'll go with that one. Yeah, so we're just talking about like because he didn't say it was draft 10 in the game, so then I kind of said, "Hey, you should say something." And he say, "Why do I need to say something?" Stonebreaker, Pastor, yeah, Pastor with the Mason's Apprentice out there. I should probably pick it just to block that. Although, I mean, it's not like it's particularly strong, anyways. But I don't really need any of these cards, honestly. If I have a lot of actions, football player can be something. But I'm gonna need food. I'd rather spend my time getting food. Um, I guess there's maybe a play where I pastor build and then do other stuff. Like if I yeah, there's maybe a line where I do that because I got hut builder coming in and coal investor, so I just spent a lot of time. Talking about luck. Luck is the worst factor in board games. So I mean, dealing more cards increases the chances that your that the card it probably decreases the variance on average between the packs. Um, oh, he keeps chatting when all four packs are on him. Kind of annoying. And Wolfie contributing. Yeah, I could actually Old Miser here. I think this is an Old Miser game. I'm gonna try it. And then I'm gonna make up the points with like a 5 room, 4 or 5 room stone house, 5 family members. Actually, photographer balances the points out directly. All right. Well, I see downsizing. So downsizing is interesting because I know that animal husbandry worker is out there. Ooh, wow. That's really good. Aquavit. 4 food and a begging card, and you only need to pay 3 food to get that back later. Oof, that's quite strong. So I'm looking between that, Reed Pond, and downsizing. Now, downsizing makes my room smaller, which is not as nice, but it also, you know what, I'm going to take Reed Pond. If I'm going to build more than one room, Reed Pond is the way to go. Oh, Discord. Yeah, I should open Discord. Danba. 'Too many cards to read. Danba. What does Danba have to say? Oh, he wants to play. That's all he's saying. Okay. Sure, we can play Damba at some point. Oh man, foreign labor. I kind of want to deny that from the scholar. Um, oh, parchment. So there's a pretty cool line for whoever took animal husbandry worker, I think. Cornucopia, nah. I mean, petting zoo is good. Petting zoo is just really solid points. Um, oh, no, I'm not going to take foreign labor. I'm not. I'll do petting zoo. I need cards like petting zoo in order to be able to win. If I'm going to play old miser, and I think I will. And stone weir, definitely. Stone improvement. Extensive resume? Nah. I'll take it on the rebound if it comes back, but I think stone weir. It's a stone improvement, printed stone improvement. And again, Huntsman's Patch, but Lettuce Patch and Spinny are also very strong. Um, hmm. People are going to need a lot of wood. I'm going to need a lot of wood. Let's mess them up. Yeah. So yeah, my hand is really strong. The big things in this game: hut builder, photographer, coal investor are all stage one cards. Parquet setter is a stage one card. Well, photographer can go early stage two, depending on my plan for growing. Uh, Playing pastor would not be too bad here, because with pastor, I can do some crazy stuff. Okay, Aqua. Wow, Aquavit came back. That's crazy. I think these guys really undervalue this card. The ability to get 4 food, like that's ridiculous. Like I can go start play around 4 with this card and feed totally, even if I haven't played Old Miser. Yeah, Aquavit is super strong. Super, super, super strong. Well, we'll see. I think the effect is quite good though. It's like if you compare it to Borrower. So Borrower is 7 food, 2 beggars that you have to pay 6 food back. But you also have to play that in an occupation space, and improvements are easier to play than occupations. I don't need shears if I'm gonna play Stone Weir. Could take Raft. I think it's really unlikely that Ox team is actually going to be useful for me. I'm just really unlikely to be able to hold a pair of cattle that early. So let's grab Raft. And Whale Oil. Sure. I'm not going to play any of the rest, I don't think. I mean, Night Bazaar is kind of interesting. But if I'm going to... Thing is, Whale Oil doesn't really work with playing a lot of occupations early, and I do have a lot of occupations I want to play early. But am I that likely to play any of the cards in that pile? Probably not. Probably not. Alright, and I start first, which is a good position to be in. First move, play an occupation, I think. So I'll play. You know what? I'm gonna play Old Miser. We're just gonna get this out of the way. I'm gonna show everyone right now how good it is. That's what this game is gonna do. It's gonna be, look at how good Old Miser is. I also want to get to 3 occupations pretty quick. Reed Pond, Spinney, even 2 occupations for Stoneweir and Aquavit. So Meticulous Man, yeah. So if you take 2 wood enough times, if you take 2 wood 8 times, you score 2 victory points. Just a funny thing to think about. Improvement? No. So I'll just grab 2 wood, sure. From an accumulation space, yeah, so it doesn't work on day labor. But if you can get 3 food out of it in round 1, so the 1 food you're paying back plus 2 more, that's a pretty good. That seems like an okay return. Because then it'll continue. You'll get more out of it going forward. The more actions you have. Scorched Earth. Whenever you build fences, you must pay 2 food for each additional pasture you create. Oh, huh. That's kind of fun. By Matt the Lesser, updated in 2014. How long since Matt has been active? I don't even think he was active in 2014 because I was super active in 2014 and I haven't seen him online. I probably haven't played with him since like 2012. Oh, I need to rearrange my farm. Wolfie plowing. So probably Wolfie's got some of those plow combination cards. I wonder. I wonder if we're gonna see the scholar play the because what was it? There's that card where you build stone rooms for 2 reed, 3 stone, and then wealthiest European. So wealthiest European, and then the stone house card, and then you can play pastor, and then you can. Oh no, I took pastor, didn't I? So not playing pastor, but then doing other stuff. Yeah, Barbarossa. I wonder if he did it. That'd be fun. I hope he did. It would make me happy because he's immediately after me. So if he's immediately after me and not planning on doing much family growth, then that's cool. I'm happy to see that. So I like. So I'm gonna occupation here. Oh, Wolfie, extensive resume. Okay. Wants to get those three bonus points. Coal investor, sure. So I still have photographer, parquet setter, and hut builder to play. Hut builder is the next priority for sure. Parquet setter is like a nice action because it just you get like 5 wood and 3 food over the course of the game, but and you can't even. I mean, it makes the plow space better. And again, for me to win, I need couple stone improvements. I need reasonable points on crops and fields and everything. I need to go for the animal husbandry worker points. So if I do like a 4-room house, animal husbandry worker pasture, then I have 6 empty spaces, which I would ideally like to fill. I think I should probably go for a 5-room house. Just looking at the way, although a stone curator, the 5th room's not worth as much. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Patroness. Oh, great card. It's one of my favorites from G4-5. The fact that it pays off a read immediately is super nice. Who's got the clay? Ray Krebs does. I don't really care about that first fireplace. I don't need 2 wood necessarily. Sure, let's fish. So I have enough food for one more occupation without taking more food. Patroness plays Fence Dealer. Ooh. Well, if he does have Animal Husbandry Worker, he's going to be a little sad because the Animal Husbandry Worker cannot get everything that he wants. So start player, occupation, hut builder. And then next action, start player Spinny or start player Reed Pond. And then in round 4 I can play Aquavit if I need to. It's a pretty nice action. Start player Reed Pond into Reedstone Food would be pretty nice. Oh, Dragonfly Pond. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll play 3 wood. Barbarossa got on Reedstone Food 3 times in stage 1. That's fun. Yeah, I don't know about Scorched Earth actually. Because it's like you're thinking if you do a 4 pasture, or say you do a 3 pasture layout, that means you're having to pay 6 food for 4 bonus points. That's a good conversion, but you have to pay it not right at the end of the game. You have to pay it like in time to get value from it, you know what I mean? So I could play Spinny here. Improvement Spinny. That makes it pretty likely that he gets 5 food with his first action next round. Or 5 wood. But then I can get 4 wood. Okay, let's do that. Minor improvement Spinny. Don't see that too often. Playing those type of improvements on like that. Oh, Ray Krebs taking 2 wood. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, I guess Meticulous Man. That's right. Okay, taking a food. Sure. Sure. Yeah. So this is looking like I might go for Pastor. Just the way that the resources are falling might be a reasonable Pastor game. And the fact that I can do stuff like start player Reed Pond and wait for the Reed Pond resources to come in rather than taking a bunch of wood or taking a bunch of reed. Do I read Stone Food here? I guess I wouldn't mind getting a stone for stoneware. And then second action, probably start player Reed Pond. Yeah. Barbarossa just taking good resource actions, not worried about playing a bunch of occupations. So I mean, if he has wealthiest European, that's probably going to do him good. So I have to make my actions worth more than what he's doing. Pace of the game's pretty good though, which is nice. Animal husbandry worker. There it is. There it is. Is he gonna starve one? Yeah, he's just realized that he has to starve. I think. No? Okay. Repond. Yeah, he is begging one. Okay. Yeah, Barbarossa build in a room. So I grab 4 wood. And now I have the stuff to build a room myself. Oh wait, Ray Krebs built a room. What? What am I missing here? Wolfie Barbarossa took clay. Okay, he took clay with his last action. So Ray Krebs was already on build room. So Wolfie looking like he's not going to build a room for a while. So I don't think I'll count on Pastor doing me anything. So I could do first action build room, second action parquet setter. Oh, Barbarossa has Scholar. So it is Scholar. Scholar plus all those cards, most likely. So the big question is whether he has enough actions to get it all and have it be good. But I mean, if he has Scholar, then that goes a long way because you can play Wealthiest European, then Scholar, and then Scholar plays the Mason's Apprentice and all the other stone cards that you have. And of course that stone guest card that I should have blocked, but I didn't because I'm a nice guy. Because I'm greedy. Because I want to do my play. Let's go, Ray. Come on. Is that good? Does that trigger... is a sheep a good? I don't know. Probably not. Goods are resources, aren't they? Resources and food or something? I don't remember exactly. Build a room? Sure. There's a chance that... you know what? If I build a room, then my parquet setter goes down in value. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll be greedy. Because if I don't build a room, then there's a chance that I stay start player, so then I get 6 wood. That's gonna be. Oh, you know what? If I don't build a room, Barbarossa might. But if he does, that's not such a big deal, just as long as it doesn't get given up. The question is whatever else I do would do worth potentially falling in the family growth queue? So I could take like 3 reed here, is what I'm looking at. I think the answer is yes. We'll try that. Let's see what happens. Barbarossa might build a room. If he doesn't, though, that would make me happy. This is pretty greedy by me, but if it works, it'll be pretty good. So I'm really hoping to build 2 rooms at once. So then with Hut Builder, I go up to 5 rooms. Barbarossa playing Barn on start player most likely. Does that mean he's going to show us a way of plowing fields? So I have a photographer and parquet setter still to play, as well as another food action and a wood action. My food action can be Aquavit. That's a pretty good food action. Gets me on start player too, which is handy. Oh, borrower. Okay, that's why he was able to take that beggar. It's because he's gonna pay it back. That's funny that both these cards are in the game. I think Aquavit's better than borrower. I think I can say that. Family growth not till round 7. Good for the Mason's Apprentice. Or well, good for the Scholar. Mason's Apprentice, not sure if that's true, but definitely good for the Scholar. So I think I play an occupation here. I'll play a parquet setter. Oh, Wolfie's playing cactus farmer. Oh, I saw this yesterday, the card that lets you do other stuff. Okay, let's grab 4 food. And then my second action will probably be build room. Because I have to imagine Barbarossa's going on Reno. So cotton field. Where was that he got to do that? Oh, I see. Yeah, Cotton Field. You played Cotton Field with the Cactus Farmer. The Cactus Farmer gives you a major minor, and then you get a stable as well. That's good. Fills up, helps fill up your farm for real estate agent. Handy dandy. Wolfie playing Winter Pawn. This is almost certainly on major minor as well. Yeah, not with Reno though. Interesting. I thought he might do it with Reno. So I could build a room here, but I really don't have to. If I build a room first action next round, then start player is totally safe. Unless, of course, Urpal Boar has, or Barbarossa has Stonehouse Extension. But I'm going to rely on the fact that he does not have Stonehouse Extension, which might be silly of me, but let's get Parquet Setter out. Gonna let Ray Krebs' second action grow round 7, but that's okay. I don't mind. Saves me a start player action. Mostly I need Rancher. Yes, Rancher would be nice. Let's go, Ray. What's up? Oh, I guess there's 4 wood available. So I'm giving Ray Krebs 4 wood here, which maybe is not a good idea. Oh, he took the stone. Interesting. I guess the stone triggers his Meticulous Man. That's probably what he's looking at there. And the sheep are gone. So I will happily take the wood. If Barbarossa builds here, that's fine. That is totally fine with me if Barbarossa builds, because then I'll double build next round. Or the round after. But if he doesn't and I double build, then I think I run away with the game. So it depends on how committed he is to his scholar. So if I trigger my Parquet Setter 5 times for wood, I'll be happy. And if I do that, then almost certainly it'll be like 3 times for food, so it'll be worth 5 wood and 2 food. Yep, there he did. That's fine. That's fine. He might still second action Reno. But then he'll starve. He does need food. He also loses out on his barn if he doesn't, this way, yeah, so makes it a little less lucrative for him. No improvement for Ray Krebs, good, because he benefited, so also now it hurts him a little. I'm happy to see. Do I want to go for 6 rooms? That last room is worth, it's worth something for my Stone Curator. It's not worth much otherwise, but it's worth something for Stone Curator. Do I need to feed my bait newborn? 1 food less. Everything needs 1 food less. Okay. Do Do I want to leave this 6 wood up for grabs? Or do I want to get it myself? You know what? I want to play photographer. So photographer, old miser gets me some food, and then photographer counteracts the negative effects of old miser. So I've used 2 actions. I've used 2 actions to gain. Well, I lose 2 food. So it's like 2 food, 3 food, 4 food. So 2, 5, 9 should be 13 or 14 and should be like 19. So 2 actions for 19 food. Will that be worth it? Their early game actions? Hard to say. It's hard to say. But yeah, Ray Krebs will first action 6 wood. For sure. The 6 wood grabs that he's getting are making up for his relative inefficiency with his meticulous man. But especially with family growth coming late, I think it makes his meticulous man not so nice. Why do you get 3 food in the harvest? Oh, winter pond, of course. Of course. Two people breeding animals already. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Should just double check the G6 cards. Meticulous Man gives bonus points. Barbarossa, of course, hasn't played anything yet. Wolfie plays Lumber Pile. Start player Lumber Pile. Unless it's not on start player. It is on start player. Okay, that's fine. That just means I need to build 2 rooms here. So I get a food and a wood back. So it looks like I have 1 too many read. Because I only need 2 more for renovations. But that's okay. That just means I get to avoid the Reedstone food space. And honestly, I don't need the Reedstone food space. Between Aquavit and Old Miser, I should be able to get pretty far. Like, it should be pretty late in the game before I start needing to eat vegetables or boar or cattle or something. Should be able to get pretty late. So photographer is on family growth and reno. It's the only time I'm increasing it. Shears for Barbarossa. Okay. That's fine. I wonder if he'll reno with the next action, or if he's going to play Wealthiest European first. Because the nice thing is, he only has 4 actions left this round. So wealthiest European is 1, Renault is 1, and then he would have 1 move to get all his food. So I mean, if he plays his wealthiest European right, then Scholar is not coming out until round 10 at the earliest. So that makes it not as good. You only get 3 actions back out of it. So that's good, I think. But I mean, of course, he did get to grow very easily in round 8. But I mean, I'm going to get to grow without using any start player actions. So that's fine with me. Krebs downsizes and does the optimal. Actually, no, this is not an animal husbandry pasture. He still needs 1 more wood to get it. What do I do here? Grab 3 wood, grab vegetable, plow. Plow is not as good because I'm already triggering Parquet Setter. So anything else probably. Nothing in particular I need to set up. Maybe clay. 4 clay is fine because then I have 4 clay to build my cooking hearth. Sure. Yeah, that looks fine. Or I could take wood. Wood is nice. But there's a chance there'll be 2 4-wood actions next round. But you know what? I'm not getting either of them. Let's take a 3-wood action. So now I will try not to take wood anymore unless it's 4 or better, and I'll get wood from plowing. I'll get a wood from adding to my house with hut builder. So yeah, let's say I get 3 from plowing, 1 from hut builder. That puts me at 10. I get 2 more from my spinny, which is probably reasonable. Round 10, round 12. So then I need 3 more wood in total beyond that. Plus, I'll get some for petting zoo from petting zoo. So yeah, I've got some options. Oh, he's playing Scholar first. Okay. Not wealthiest European. I'm surprised. Very surprised. Especially because he hasn't ran out of stone yet. And that makes me feel better. I had some stage 1 ox that got blocked because I sat on ox pretty hard. I did. Oh, I'm getting 4 more from my... I totally forgot about these 4 coming in. Okay, so that plus, let's say, 3 more wood from Parquet Setter, which is conservative, plus 2 from Spinny. Really, I'm getting 4 more, plus 4 more wood from Parquet Setter, plus 3 from Spinny, in all likelihood. So that puts me at 17, which lets me play the petting zoo in addition to maxing 15 fences. So that works. So there's my aquavit. funny thing is, Wolfie has to start player with his second action. If he doesn't, I'll start player. Will I? Yeah, I guess I might. Play Stone Weir and then Raft. Nah, I don't really need to start player. I guess with how easily I feed my family members, growing is extra valuable for me. So it's probably worth it. Debutante. Third family member must use an action space that is already occupied except the starting player action space. Interesting. This is pretty early for that card. Pretty early for that card. And Wolfie Corn Chief. Oh, cool. Yeah, I want more miners that I don't mind playing. And so am I doing a clay action here probably? One of the two clay actions. Yeah, this lets me build the Reno and do the expensive cooking hearth. Don't love passing 4 wood, but Ray Krebs doesn't need that much wood anymore. Barbarossa doesn't need that much more wood. Wolfie needs almost no wood, so apparently wood sucks. So, yeah. Maybe there'll be 2 6-wood actions. That would be kind of an interesting dynamic. But you had real estate agent, fence dealer, and not real estate agent, but fence dealer and animal husbandry worker. Plus meticulous man, meaning 2 wood was a lot more valuable. Plus a clay room built, and downsizing. So a lot of extra wood in this game. So which is good for me because I'm building a lot of wood rooms. So that's cool. The other nice thing about the 6 clay is the extra clay means if I don't get to Reno next round, it doesn't matter because I'm going to have a useless clay either way in all likelihood. Feed 2F. Yeah, the loan cards like double in value with Old Miser. Oh, this game is kind of slowed down a little. Let's pick up the pace, guys. Because I want to go play soccer. And I don't want to go super late. Alright, I haven't looked at the forum in a while. Holy crap, there's a lot of activity. J3 deck, okay, so Chris posted a bunch of stuff. Alright, action. 6 wood. There's an argument for 3 stone, but how do you not take 6 wood? This will let me do some pretty silly stuff. Like I can build joinery, I can build 4 stables, just a bunch of points. As Joe Knapp says, the conversion from wood to points is very good. Taking lots of wood is always really good. Silo Girl for Ray Krebs. And Barbarossa played Plowman, which I did not take because I was like, oh, I got too many early game occupations. So it looks like Reno is pretty... oh no, Reno is not safe. I'm going to block Silo Girl. Sure. Why did it cost an extra... Did someone move the cooking hearth around? Oh, I got the expensive cooking hearth. Okay, that's fine. And I get a point on my photographer. And I blocked the Ray Krebs Silo Girl from 1 extra vegetable. I wonder if he forgot that I've got this clay room coming in. A room that I want to be clay. It's not a clay room until I make it so. Okay, so now name of the game is plowing. Plow as much as I can. The other name of the game is if I can't plow, I could build 4 stables here. Actually, yeah, that's great because it gives me access to taking cattle next round. I don't need to because I have enough food to feed the next harvest, but beyond that, it would be nice to take a pair of cattle and breed them. Yeah, poor Wolfie. His combo has gone down in value so much. Animal husbandry worker without the benefit of start player drain pond here for Barbarossa. I guess he wants to get his plow out. And actually he might be eyeing the 2 cattle. He might be taking 2 cattle himself because he needs the food. Be a little sad if that's the case. Where is he playing lettuce patch? Oh, that's right. He gets to use... oh, I totally forgot. He has to use occupied action space. Oh, but then he would have done it second action. Right, he would have done it second action if I didn't do it. That's right. That's right. Forgot about that. So I get a room. Yeah, he does take the 2 cattle, not surprisingly. Plays food connoisseur. Interesting. No one else can family growth right now. Wolfie looks unlikely to. So that means I get to family growth in these 2 rounds. And that's pretty cool. foreign labor. Oh, there it is. Oh, Ray got it too. Scholar passed that? Holy. Okay, what am I doing here? 2 sheep? Plow? He needs food. He can lettuce patch, I guess. There's 5. Yeah, people won't take that for food with 5 food fishing there. Barbosa took reeds. So yeah, it looks like he's going to build another room. So I need to get, probably the safest way for me to do this is, what? Okay, so for me to have a 3-point stone curator, I need to play 1 stone major plus stone weir. So that means I need like 8 or 9 stone. So that's 4 2-stone actions, which is not that efficient. So maybe I just settle for a 2-point stone curator and leave stone weir in my hand, especially because corn sheaf and petting zoo are both worth playing for me. At least I hope petting zoo will be worth playing. If I don't have a petting zoo game, like if I don't get the points from petting zoo, then I've really failed. And I've really failed this game. Wolfie plays unicycle. Man, I remember trying to make this card work so often when France deck came out, and I just kind of gave up on it because it's like, holy crap, how many games have I destroyed of my own when Wolfie's saying that unicycle driver doesn't work with fence dealer. It explicitly does. We basically made a ruling that we ignore the parentheses for fence dealer, which says remove the other 3 woods from the game, fences from the game. So occupation, corn sheaf here. I'll save stone weir until I get a better idea of how my stone will shake out. I don't really want to pass corn sheaf though if start players open next round. We'll see. We will see. Family growth. Get a grain. Got 1 more photographer. Get a wood and a food. I breed. Foreign labor on even number? Oh, it is on even numbered round spaces. Oh, interesting. Scholar, Mason's apprentice. Yeah. So I need a family growth first action if I'm going to. And since Wolfie just did start player nothing, sure. That's fine for me. And I will play, I'll play Stoneweir. It's a point. It's probably 2 points with Stone Curator. I just need to make sure I get enough stone. I could even play like Clay Oven. Clay Oven might still be available at that point. Oh, I get another Photographer tick. So Photographer and Old Miser balance each other out for points. So I'm just going with what I have on the board. I need to remember that I have to pay that beggar still. Oh, did I ever actually feed? Don't think I did. So there's my feeding. Oh, someone took one cattle. Ray Krebs, that's sad. So I plow. And then two stone actions maybe. Maybe 1-2 stone action, hope I get the other one. What do these guys want stone for? Just things like the well and stone oven, you know. Not very good cards. Maybe I read stone food here instead of 2 stone. But the thing is, if I read stone food here and I don't get one of the 3 stone, or I don't get both the 3 stone, which I probably would not get both. How would I make that work? Ray gets to plow. That's handy. Handy dandy. Oh, Wolfie took 2 stone. So yeah, definitely taking 2 stone. Definitely. So then my next move probably has to be read stone food. Yeah, because renovation is so much, especially with Stone Curator. It's probably going to be worth the actions. It'll be hard for me to have enough points to win if I don't do that, I think. Although I'm gonna have a pretty nice farm. I've got 1 wood coming in from Parquet Setter at the end of this round. I've got a spinny wood coming in at some point. That puts me at 13. Just need to make sure I get my fence 15 out. Yes, I do need defense 15 because Wolfie will cause problems otherwise. Gardener for Ray Krebs. Oh, that's fun. Gardener with lettuce patch. That's an old combination. Very old combination. And Barbarossa did Reedstone Food. Interesting. 6 wood for me then. What else do I want to do? I could take grain. What's Wolfie going to do with his first move? That's a good question. Is he going to family growth first move? If he does, taking grain is like far and away the best action. Okay. There's going to be a bunch of good wood moves next round anyways, so. So, okay, let's just take a moment here. 9 wood, 6 wood, 5 wood. What does that happen? Like 1 in 10,000 games? I've never seen that before. Never. I've played probably 2,000, more than 2,000 games. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Barbarossa plays Treasure Hunter. Oh, that's fun. Treasure Hunter is fun. Yeah, look at this. When seriously. Okay, if you guys have this happen in your games, it's because everyone's scoring below 25 points. In this game, probably means everyone's scoring over 40, but does it mean that we're playing particularly well? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm interested to see what Wolfie does with his second action. Um, he's got that road built towards the stone. Okay, so if he picks up 1 stone, um, like what? What does that stone get him? Gets him taking a stone out of the game. You know what? It gets him a stone against me, which maybe that is good. Oh, he's playing pottery though. So he's not going to Reno? No, he did Reno. There we go. Okay, all the stone's gone. Good. So that means my Reno fence is safe next round so long as I get enough stone to do that action. So Reedstone Food and then 2 stone. Those are pretty inefficient actions. What if I just go for like the joinery? Go for a crazy ridiculous joinery. The problem is if I do that I can be blocked out of the fence action at the start of the round. So I need to plan on getting on Reno. Okay, that works fine. Barbarossa taking 2 food. That's pretty sad. Yeah, his Scorched Earth, I think, his game is just too slow that the Scorched Earth is going to end up not being worth it. Feeding 10 there is devastating. Absolutely devastating. Yeah. You don't want to have to do stuff like pay more food than you need to with the Scholar game. Because the Scholar game is already, pretty food heavy because you're paying food for the Scholar usually because you're usually playing occupations. But so I'm getting a wood here. If I get a wood from Spinny, that puts me at 19. I guess this is joinery backup. So I have now the backup action of taking joinery. Like way too much wood. This is pretty silly. Pretty silly. Oh, it's fun. Debutante gets to go on family growth. So I'll grab a vegetable with one action, and the other action is probably one boar. Now, if I get two boar, that would be far superior, but I'm not getting two boar because I have the first action take two stone. So I'll just grab one boar here. So that's sad. It makes my petting zoo worth only two instead of three, assuming of course that I get a cattle. It's not worth anything if I don't get a cattle. Well, it's only worth 1 point if I don't get a cattle. What am I doing? Oh, I need to feed. I totally forgot about feeding. I need to eat a sheep. So H, 3 food. First action, plow sow, okay. He's building a road. Where's Wolfie building a road to? Somewhere. Parquet setter pays off in the work phase, so I only need 4 food, so I could just stoneweir fishing. That's 4 food right there. Yeah, the average times have gone down quite a bit already. That happens. You know what? That happens at the end of the game. You have more like your what you need to do is much more clearly defined. Oh, I need to pay off my beggar. Okay, so stoneweir 1 and eat 2 sheep, probably. Although I'm likely gonna have 2 actions, so we'll see. If I got on sow bake, that would be fine. Sow is worth 1 for my vegetable, and then it's worth something for baking, probably. It's probably a 2-point action. Oh, well, probably the grain ends up being point neutral. Because I save 2 sheep but lose a point from grain. Something like that. But yeah, the fact that my Reno fence now is totally secure is nice. So next action, cattle. 4 food if I need to eat it. Hopefully I don't need to eat it. I do still have Stone Curator. It's 2 points. Petting Zoo is 2 points. Joinery is a 5-point action. But no, there's no way. There's no way that joinery is better than getting food another way. Just means I'm going to end the game with 8 food in my supply. Or 8 wood in my supply, which is which is something else. So I need 5 food in total. So I'm going to get 1 from my parquet setter, so I need 7 more food. So if I eat 2 sheep, that I only need 3 food. So I can get 3 food with a... Ooh, actually... Ooh, fishing just left. Okay. I guess Barbarossa has the guy to do that with. Maybe joinery just became a better option. Reno joinery, or no, not Reno. Joinery plus fence. The problem is joinery is only 4 points. Because I have to pay 2. So I'm needing, so what did I say? I need 7. So I'm eating 2 sheep and 3 grain. Unless I have actions that are worse than 2 points. Yeah, so my Reno fence is still safe. So I'm looking at what other stuff I can do. Really not a lot. I've got two food actions here. Both of them are likely to come back to me, but they're only 1 point each. So let's fence, and then I can Reno improvement petting zoo. Petting zoo is worth 2 points here. Peanut butter factory. 2 clay, 1 stone. During the feeding phase of each harvest, 1 clay, 1 grain to 5 food and a bonus point. Okay. It's kind of weird. So I'm eating 2 sheep, 3 more food, that's 3 grain. But I am running out of actions. So if I'm running out of actions, then taking 2 food is probably fine. That's a 1 point move there. I guess I could have done like improvement raft. Improvement raft is 1 point. Oh, I lose points from eating all my my sheep. So I shouldn't if I can. 4, yeah, I won't. Three food v 2G to feed. 2 grain, eat the vegetable, let the sheep breed, which gives me a 2-point petting zoo. Gets rid of that. Gets me that. So I score whatever I show plus 5. So it should be a reasonably nice score. Oh, only 46. Wow, I lost. I suck. Yep. Food starved, which actually totally killed me. That's sad. Anyways, good game. I lost by 1 point. That's sad. This is a really ridiculous game. Really ridiculous game. I did say I needed to have a nice farm. Did he clear Meticulous Man? Meticulous Man? Yeah, he's saying it's not a power game. It's totally a power game. He played 6 improvements that are worth better than 2.5 power. 6. This is really fun. I mean, Barbarossa just really, the game was just so totally, his game totally fell apart. Yeah, Miser. Maybe Miser sucks. I didn't win with it. My failure was feeding at the end. Not getting a breeding pair, not getting more breeding pairs. For how early I had the double stable, I should have been able to breed faster. And also the fact that I got totally stone screwed for some reason. I guess it was Barbarossa building 6 stone rooms, but yeah, pretty strange considering the well and the stone oven both sat on the board. I wonder if I should have done that instead, play joinery in the well or something. Anyways, yeah, strange game, very very strange game. Turns out Spinny is terrible in a game where people are letting the accumulation spaces go up that high. Anyways, I gotta run. I want to go play soccer, so I gotta stop. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.